Welcome to Hypnosis Health Info. I'm Roger Moore. I'm back here in Forks, Washington, home of Twilight. So Twilight fans, I want you to know that from reports from the folks up in La Push that have been coming in today for sessions, that vampires aren't out today, so things should be fine. It is pretty wet out there, typical western Washington weather, different than what we've been having this winter, but it is wet today. Had a great meeting today at the Boca Shield Clinic with the staff there and across the street in the Forks Community Hospital, talking with the medical staff there about the use of hypnosis and the benefits of hypnosis and medical issues, whether it's weight loss or stopping smoking, pain management, pain control, recovery from cancer, rheumatoid arthritis and other autoimmune disorders, irritable bowel syndrome, fibromyalgia, and dealing with stress and anxiety and phobias. And it was a great lunchtime meeting with the medical staff and with the doctors, the surgeons there, and I was very pleased with the level of their questions and their interest in referring clients to me and working together with them in support of their patients. But what I really want to talk to you today about is a couple things. One is, to me, that it's really thrilling, really exciting, and was the announcement out of the White House about focusing on childhood obesity and taking a look at the food pyramid and about getting kids up and moving. I think the program was called Let's Move, and about looking at the vending machines in schools and taking and changing the food that are in those machines and creating an overall atmosphere of health and wellness for our kids. And if you may know that if you looked around at some of the things I've talked about and written about in the past, I'm very passionate about putting a stop to this very preventable disease of childhood obesity. This is the first generation since the Civil War that has a shorter lifespan than my generation. And that's all due to something very preventable. It's due to obesity, being fat. It's because they're not moving and the type of food that they're being fed. And what was really exciting to me was to see them taking a look at creating an hour or more every day of activity for kids and creating those opportunities. And I remember as a kid, back in the 60s going to grade school that back then President Kennedy had a big emphasis on physical education, and we had PE several times a week, and every day we had recess. We were out there playing kickball and we were running and we were very active. I was still overweight, I'll admit that, but it was far more activity that was part of the school program than what's happening today. And I understand a lot of that's been cut because of budget cuts, but it's time that we focus on our priorities. And no matter what your politics are, it makes no difference to me what your politics are. To me, what's important is that we get behind this move to put a stop to this preventable disease of childhood obesity, and we each do our part in taking action that we can do to end this disease. And then the other thing I wanted to mention that I was very saddened about and not surprised, but saw here on my droid is a study that says severely obese teens who had surgery to limit what they could eat lost more weight and enjoyed more health benefits than those who did an intensive lifestyle program. And this is from Reuters, and it says surgery better than diet exercise in obese teens. And this is dated yesterday, I believe, which would have been, hold on. Well, it would have been, must have been Tuesday, February 9th, I believe. And, so yeah, they get this lap band. They have an intrusive, invasive surgery, a lot of medical risks around that. And they have this artificial restriction on how much they eat at a meal. And that they don't really change thoughts, they don't change emotions, they don't create a healthy relationship with themselves, they don't create a healthy relationship with food. And again this week, I've had 2 more clients, one who years ago had a gastric bypass surgery and now weighs significantly more than she did prior to the surgery. And I had another person, a new client, sign up for a Slender for Life weight loss program that about 14 months ago had lap band surgery. And she did well for about 4 months, but discovered ice cream and how much ice cream that she can actually consume, and she now weighs more than she did prior to the surgery. And so she hasn't yet had the lap band removed. She's talking about it, thinking about it. I don't know what she'll decide on that. That's going to be between her and her medical doctor. But now she is coming to Slender for Life to work on her thoughts, on her emotions, on creating that healthy relationship with herself and her healthy relationship with food, to create that desire, that motivation to get out and move her body. And so that's what we do here at Slender for Life, is we teach people and work with people at learning self-hypnosis, how to give themselves suggestions, take themselves deeply relaxed, bring themselves back up, to be in control of thoughts, of emotions, to manage the stress and other issues in life, and to take charge of what they're eating, how much they're eating, and ultimately their weight. So I invite you to visit slenderforlife.com and also look around here at Hypnosis Health Info at all the tools and resources. They're here to support you in your health and wellness. No matter where you live, I'm happy to work with you. If you're close to Seattle, you can come to my Seattle office in the Medical Dental Building or on Bainbridge Island. I have an office there, and as of now, I will be here in Forks seeing clients once a month. The rest of the work will be done over the internet and over the phone. If you live too far away from Forks or Bainbridge Island or Seattle, then give me a call, 206-903-1232, or send me an email, roger@hypnosishealthinfo.com, and together you and I will create a program that we can do over the phone, do over the internet, that will support you in your goals of health and wellness. I'm Roger Moore, and this is Hypnosis Health Info.